Welcome to New York Post Studios in Midtown Manhattan. I'm Mark Hale. Giants and Jets are going to tackle each other tonight in the preseason game number 2 for both teams at MetLife Stadium. So we're going to do our triple play, 3 topics to discuss with our NFL columnist, Steve Serby. And Steve, let's start with Mark Sanchez. He said a couple days ago that he thinks he can be one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the NFL this year. When I saw that, that seemed like a little bit of a reach to me, not because Sanchez is so terrible, but just because there's so many great quarterbacks in the NFL right now. But what did you think of what he said and whether he can be one of the 10 best guys at his position this season?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think Eli Manning had any right to say he was an elite quarterback last year at this time. So he proved me wrong there, proved a lot of other people wrong. The problem with, I have no problem with Sanchez saying that. As a matter of fact, if I'm a Jet fan, I want my quarterback to say I can be a top 10 quarterback. And his teammates want him to say that. But given the weapons that he has to deal with, given the fact that he's going to be coming out of games because the Jets are going to force Tebow and the Wildcat on opposing defenses and on us, that's a little optimistic, I think, top 10. Like you said, there's just so many elite quarterbacks in a quarterback-driven, pass-happy league. And the Jets are going to be a ground and pound team, too. So how is he going to be a top 10 quarterback?
Right. Let's get to topic 2, Steve. You already talked about Tim Tebow. We saw him make his Jets debut, at least preseason-wise, last week in Cincinnati, where you watched him do it. Now tonight, he'll play again for the Jets, game 2 for him. Do you think we see anything different from Tebow tonight?
Yes. No, I think he'll throw another interception tonight. Same thing.
Same thing, right. Well, if it ain't broke.
It's going to be fascinating watching the relationship that the New York fans are seeing him for the first time. It'll be interesting to see that.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see if Sanchez gets a pass, if he throws a pick, and the fans refrain from chanting for Tebow.
Yeah, good point.
But, Tebow's going to do what Tebow does, and that's throw the ball erratically. Although he is getting better. He did make some strides throwing the ball, I do believe, just not enough, and not nearly enough. And you'll see him take off, and he might end up being the Jets' leading rusher again.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the team he's going to be rushing against. That's the Giants. And, Steve, it seems like they go into this season with a little bit more certainty than the Jets, a little bit more...
A little bit more.
A lot more certainty than the Jets. But give me something, whether that's a player, a position group, an area of the team that you've got your eye on that maybe you're not completely sold on. Or let me ask you this: is there one?
Yeah, right now their defensive tackle situation, which was a strength, is suddenly almost a weakness with Marvin Alston, Chris Canty, and Sean Rogers is gone for the year. So
right.
They thought that was a big position of depth, and all of a sudden it's not. And I look for the Jets to send Sean Green up the middle to try to take advantage of that tonight, even though they say there's no game planning, but there's a little bit. Anyway, so that, of course, Prince Amukamara has to hold the fort until Terrell Thomas gets back, and Prince is going to be tested. The Giants' run defense was a source of concern for Coughlin last week against Jacksonville. They allowed 5 yards a rush. So I think it's obvious that that is the main area of concern for the Giants. It's being physical against the run and running the ball. If you recall, they had the 32nd ranked rushing attack in the league last year.
Yep.
Brandon Jacobs is gone. They're hoping that David Wilson can give them some big plays, the rookie number 1 pick.
All right, Giants and Jets tonight at MetLife Stadium. Sanchez and Tebow will be there. So will Serby and Hale. So check out.
And also, one other thing, if you don't mind, Will Beatty, his back is acting up. So Sean Locklear will have to hold the fort at left tackle. The Giants badly need Beatty to hold up at left tackle because Dio is now on the right side. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, don't ever let it happen again. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right, Giants and Jets tonight at MetLife Stadium. All the coverage will be on nypost.com, and you can follow Steve on Twitter at nypost_Serby, or follow me at Hale Mark. For Steve.
And you're getting good at this. You're getting good at this stuff.
For Steve, I'm Mark. Thanks for watching.